In a bustling city, atop a winding hill, stood the grand and mysterious Citron Hotel. The elegant facade that once welcomed travelers now whispered stories of unexplained events. Every traveler who entered heard the same advice from the local townsfolk. Beware, for the Citron Hotel holds secrets of otherworldly proportions. Young Alice was a curious child, always having her nose in places she shouldn't. While her parents were attending a conference in the hotel, Alice found herself drawn to a grand painting in the dim-lit hallway. It portrayed a regal woman with eyes that seemed to follow her every move. One night, intrigued and a bit creeped out, Alice decided to wave goodbye to the lady in the painting. To her shock, the lady blinked. Alice ran back to her room to tell her parents, but when they came to inspect, the painting had been replaced with a picture of a serene landscape. No one believed her story, but when Alice stayed up late the next night, she swore she saw the painting return with the lady smiling back at her. The Citron Hotel's lobby boasted a magnificent grand piano. Every evening at midnight, guests were delighted and sometimes alarmed to hear the piano playing on its own. The tune was always melancholic, yet unbelievably beautiful. One night, a music student named Jake was staying at the hotel. Passionate and determined, Jake stayed in the lobby at midnight, hoping to learn the haunting melody. He witnessed the piano keys moving by themselves, impressed yet too frightened to approach. His final experiment was leaving a recording device near the piano to capture the music. Listening to the audio the next day, Jake heard not only the music but also a whisper, "Thank you for listening." To this day, Jake debates whether it was all a clever hotel trick or a genuine ghostly performance. Every hotel employee knew about room 513. It was rarely booked, as whispers of strange occurrences made the staff shiver. Leon, a seasoned traveler, checked in without a second thought. That night, he lay restless in his bed, feeling as though he was being watched. Around midnight, the curtains rustled as though caught in a gust of wind, but the windows were shut tight. Leon switched on the light to find the apparition of a woman in Victorian garb standing at the foot of his bed. Terrified yet frozen, Leon blinked, and she vanished. Reportedly, a diary found under the bed mentioned a woman named Margaret, a former guest who was rumored to have disappeared from that very room over a century ago. The stories of Citron Hotel continue to captivate and terrify those daring enough to spend a night within its walls. So, dear traveler, if you ever find yourself atop the winding hill in the bustling city, decide wisely if you wish to stay grand yet ghostly Citron Hotel.